So, I wanted to do another recording. I don't really know how it's going to start, really. I'm just going to talk how these thoughts come to me. I wanted to talk about, the recent things that have been going on. And what are my thoughts on, the whole situation going on in California and all of that. So, to start off, I may need to gather some of my thoughts. So, I'm just going to start off what's been happening within the dream worlds, my dream state, because we don't really know if, our dream states are actually real. They might actually come to be coming to us in a manipulated form. So, we need to try and take note of that as well. We don't really know what these people are doing with the with the CERN Hadron Collider, the manipulation of direct energy weaponry. This energy, we cannot even see it. So there's that theory. So lately, I think it was like 4 or 5 nights ago, I've had some dream entities come within my dream state. And I have to say that my dreams have been unusually detailed and somewhat vivid, but not like a lucid dream. So, what's been happening now in my neck of the woods is, as these fires continue to grow within California and all of that, I don't know. Let's see. As a melanin being, as a dream being, we know that this reality is being manipulated. And, as people, as dream beings, we don't have the tools necessary, the mental and spiritual tools necessary to combat whatever is manipulating our reality right now. But I just want to tell you that we are dream beings, and the right to be spiritually and physically free has been taken away from us. So I just want to note and share my thoughts with all of you, as far as my imagination goes, because right now at this point, I'm following my imagination instead of the Matrix reality structure. I may be within the Matrix reality structure, but I'm following the rules and the guidelines of the structure, but yet as a dream being, I will continue to, imagine what I want, for my own sake, for my own personal spiritual growth. I will continue to follow my spiritual storyline within my life as I progress through my life. So you can't see it, but Queen Califya, she is under attack, or she's being attacked by these unseen forces, and it's sad. I mean, I have to mention her in this recording. As far as RFG Chosen One's info, as far as his info, Queen Califya was, the head spokesman of the whole state of California a long time ago. And I think at one point she was seen as a goddess to many, because, I mean, I don't know, like, they state her as a mythical person, but I think in all actuality she was real. So Queen Califya is under attack by unseen forces who are, as far as the spiritual standpoint, you see, if you've ever watched The Lord of the Rings and you see those orc people represent, or those orc creatures, those orc beings, they represent a frequency, a sort of distorted frequency. If you look at a person, and you see their frequency, you're actually seeing their physical, their actual image. So, from my standpoint, it's like, orc is just orchestrated frequency. It stands for orchestrated frequency. And to bring the moon into this recording, like to say, like, I've also heard too that this is also a Saturn moon matrix, and I don't know, supposedly Saturn is playing these tunes, like it has rings, right? And the rings represent, different chords or different, the different sequences of the rings, of all the rings that Saturn has. It may be projecting some kind of frequency to our moon, and then it makes an image, right? So that's basically what I see an orc as, a kind of image that has a distorted frequency to it. So that's basically it in a nutshell. So I mean, to say this again, we have to be open-minded to these things. If we're closed-minded in any way, then we're not going to progress through anything. We're just going to stay here stuck. Let's see what else. And then, so through my spiritual lenses, my imagination right now, as Io, as a daughter of Thorin, these fire, through my spiritual lenses, these fires are actually what I call Takeshi orcs, or Takeshi clown demons, and they are distorting all of these frequencies to where it's come to the point to where my husbands, they're off to war. They have to go to war right now, or they've been in the war right now. And sometimes, and sometimes I see them, within my mind's eye. They're actually fighting distorted frequency imagery with these firefighters. And how you go to see a X-Men movie, right? And then you see, or a Avengers movie, and you go to see the superheroes. They're fighting with the civilians, or they're trying to help the people who are from this reality, but they're fighting some kind of other thing on their own. Like the person may see one thing, but then the superhero will probably see something else within that. So that's basically what's happening. So my husbands are trying to fight and protect these firefighters as they fight the fires, but to them it's a big war, it's a big battle that may be unseen to the normal human being. Okay, what else? So within the DNA movie, the spiritual storyline. And I want to mention this too before I end this recording, is that as a young person, I already know that I have downloaded, or I'm able to take in downloaded information that's going to be like a cinema. It's always constantly being it's always constantly being projected in there, because as a crystal child, as a crystal person, I'm always taking in source. I'm always taking in universal source. So what my imagination feeds to me, it's already being downloaded. It's being projected within the crystal DNA. So when my soul hopefully tries to reach the fifth dimension, my body, once I leave my body, there's going to be information stored in there that will, sadly, it's going to keep the fake currency within this matrix structure going, which is the paper money. But if I had to name off a few movies within my DNA right now, one's going to be an Erebor movie, Kingdom Under Fire. And then I think there's going to be a another Scorpion King movie. And then I think there's going to be another movie about a girl. I think the movie's going to be named Stargirl. And then there's another one. I'm not sure of the name of that one right now. But yeah, I mean, this is how it's going down, you guys. Spiritually, I think spiritually awakened people are going to catch the most hell, because, like, soulfully and internally, we have this inner knowing. We already have this inner knowing of what's really going on. I mean, the good part is that people are awakening, but the next step is to take action. And I think as far as like Galactic Council goes, I think we should just, now at this time, we should just try and take it easy and try and, take in as much information as possible. There's my parakeets. Our main goal here right now is to take in as much information as possible. And then maybe come to a conclusion, because I don't think ETs are gonna come and save us. I don't think the ETs are gonna come and save us, because the ETs are within all of us. They're within us. They're not outside of us. So it's kind of like a as above, so below, as within, so without kind of thing. If you understand that. So, I mean, it's just getting crazy now, you guys, because we got a silent psychic warfare going on, and then we have other wars, or other unseen wars going on. So as I remain here at home, taking in information, so right now, my husbands, Philly and Killy, Arthur Castus, and his knight Tristan, those 4 husbands are now, they're now skirmishing with some other unseen force right now. And then my father and his brother are with me, but they may be away as well. So and before I end this, the Takeshi Orc Demon named Woolsey, he has Philly and Killy's mother's crest stone, which holds, her name is Deese, by the way. Her crest stone holds Akashic record information, because when you watch the Hobbit movie, the Lord of the Rings movie, you don't see any, you don't see the dwarf females, and the way that Tolkien describes a dwarf female, I think it's totally misconstrued, because, I mean, why would the dwarf males, why would they want to procreate with something that is masculine like them? You see what I'm saying? So, in a way, I'm here to rewrite my spiritual storyline through my imagination, and I am here to keep my own frequency as I want it to be. So, to end this, I thank you all for listening to my recordings, because, it's all about the information and not really where you're at or how the video looks. And I hope that, I hope that I was able to capture a lot of people's minds. I hope that I'm able to capture people's minds with this recording, because I don't know, it's just what has to be said right now. And hopefully it opens your guys' minds up a little bit. So, anyway, I thank my subscribers, and I for all the people within the fires right now, I know it's crazy because I don't know, if you think about karma and stuff, like are we, like, as a people, are we really meant to stay in the same place and be comfortable all the time? Just think about that. Like, I mean, Mother Nature wants us to be able to take care of ourselves. And, I mean, we can't rely on an outside source to really cater to our needs anymore. So, us as human beings, we need to try to stay in survival mode. I know it's hard for most people to do that, but I mean, as far as a karmic lesson, us as human beings, we need to try to not depend on, you know, this matrix structure anymore, because it's always changing. It's like a pole shift. I mean, we don't see the earth moving, but in reality, it's always moving. Like, it's always constantly changing. So, I hope this video was insightful, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay, so I want to mention this too. So as my husbands go through the battle with the firefighters, within the kingdom under fire, Philly and Killy meet their father, whose name is Thorvir, and he'd appeared for the first time. There's also some other characters that had appeared. There's the father, there's Philly and Killy's dad, and then, which is their father Thorvir, and then there's an angel called Ezekiel. He appeared. Let's see. Within those two dreams I had, it looked like I saw Lucifer, who is a female. She's like a goddess type female, human, Lucifer, and then I saw Mystique within the dream. So a lot of dream family is coming through. So I hope everybody stays safe out there, and I'll talk to you in another video. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.